Are you a motherless daughter? What if we told you we have 20 years worth of truth treasures, pearls of wisdom, and diamonds of hope to help you with your mother loss? We do, and we share all things mother loss on Nurturing Words, Voices of Experience, a podcast by the Motherless Daughters Ministry. Give yourself some self-care and listen as we discuss grief, regret, anger, redemption, closure, and so much more.
Hello, I'm Gladys Bell, your host for today. Earlier this month was the annual International Children's Day. Many of us motherless daughters may also be parents ourselves or help nurture other children in our lives. Motherhood can add an additional layer to our mother loss grief at times. Perhaps you are a mother who went through the pain of not only losing her mother, but who had to help her children cope with the loss of their grandmother as well. Or maybe you are a mother who lost her mom before you had children, and you grieve the relationship your children missed out on. Another challenging dynamic for the motherless moms is one we will be focusing on today. Learning to be a mom when you experienced emotional absence from your mother. Trying to learn how to be the mother you never had can bring up grief you thought you had already addressed. One of our blog writers, Pat Kuykendall, previously shared her thoughts on this topic, along with some valuable insight she has learned. Let's listen to her words and be encouraged that there is hope for our motherhood journeys, even if we did not receive nurturing ourselves.
Women who have emotionally absent mothers often begin motherhood without a template of how to connect to and be emotionally present for their own children. These motherless daughters can feel mother loss once again as they approach parenthood. But in this instance, their loss is different. It is a loss of confidence and the capacity to effectively nurture and connect with their own children. On the outside, this new mother is captured by the bliss and awe of motherhood. But on the inside, motherhood feels like a mystery. This new mother bursts with pride and determination to not repeat her history, yet believes she is unable to escape it. Her mother failed to give this motherless daughter an experience of feeling that she is worthy of love and/or that others are capable of loving her. This imprints upon her daughter a faulty self-image. That self-image comes alive in an inner voice that speaks the lie. How can you be a good mother when you were mothered poorly? The lie further echoes within, you are defective and you are not enough. Yet not everything we believe is true, and what is true, we don't always believe. Here are points of hope for this motherless daughter whose joy has been crippled by a faulty self-image. Although you did not experience an emotionally available mother, the fact you are here today shows that someone blessed you with a reservoir of emotional safety that did not have to come from your parents. Your past can be redeemed. Therefore, your heritage does not have to be your legacy. Research reflects that parents do not have to be perfect. Joshua Straub reports in his book, Safe House, that parents who are able to practice emotional coaching with their children just 40% of the time are effective and doing well. How marvelous that there is a blueprint called emotional coaching that can provide connection and availability to our children. And further, parents only have to get it right 40% of the time to convey emotional presence, safety, and availability to their children. This blueprint for giving your child a story different from your own includes these steps. Grow in awareness of your child's emotions. Observe the nuances of their facial expression, gestures, voice tone, and pace that hints at what they are feeling. View emotions, even emotions such as anger or fear, as an opportunity to connect with your child. This will be different from your experience, but different is what you desire to create. Listen to your child's expression of their feelings with curiosity about their emotional experience. Know that all feelings are acceptable while all behaviors may not be. Name their feelings. It sounds like you are feeling. If you miss the mark, then offer redeeming words such as, help me understand. Explore solutions to problems together. Honor ideas with acceptance. If they offer ideas that are unrealistic, ask them the question, and what else could you do? The blueprint of what we do must have a foundation built on truth. We must demolish the lies that create a faulty self-image. We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. 2 Corinthians 10:5. Spiritually, we must identify the thoughts that cripple our mothering confidence. Name them. Next, we must take them before God, where evidence is presented so truth can be revealed. It is there that God speaks gently, yet in bold declaration, I created you worthy of love, and others are capable of loving you. You were created to bless your children with this message and a rich connection with them. Step in tune with His truth each time those lies attempt to divert you. He is speaking to you. You are a meticulously crafted masterpiece with purpose and design to be emotionally attuned to your children. For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do. Ephesians 2:10.
We're going to take a 30-second break. We'll be right back.
You have a powerful story to tell, and I want you to know your story will resonate with so many in our listening community. Podcasts provide us with opportunities to connect with others, fostering a sense of personal connection through the power and intimacy of one's voice. They can provide an escape, a touch point with the world outside, and a sense of community, and not just for the listeners. If you would like to be featured as a nurturing voice of experience in one of our upcoming podcasts, please let us know. Visit motherlessdaughtersministry.com today.
Before we go, allow me to share some summary comments submitted by ministry volunteer Sarah Lynn Wells. Motherhood can be challenging even under the best circumstances. It is easy to second-guess ourselves and worry we are not providing enough for our children. This is true for any mother, but especially true for those who did not have a nurturing mother of their own. As you just heard in Pat's story, growing up without that nurturing can leave a woman feeling unloved and unworthy. This can impact your confidence and add to mom guilt. Perhaps you feel ill-prepared to provide nurturing without an example to look to of your own. Your own mother may have struggled due to a lack of nurturing she received as a child, so there may even be a family cycle of this behavior. Trying to be the one to break family cycles and change unhealthy dynamics can be extremely hard work. It's rewarding for our children and for us, but it is still incredibly challenging. While doing this hard work, we must give ourselves grace in knowing we will not handle it correctly every time. Even the best mothers are going to make mistakes. We can look to God for strength, but also forgiveness when we mess up. I found it encouraging when Pat referenced Joshua Straub's work and the statistic that even when parents practice emotional coaching, just 40% of the time, it makes a difference in children's lives. We're never going to be perfect, but we can keep on trying to gain tools and be the best mothers we can be for our children. Whether or not we had a nurturing mother in our lives, we have all experienced the pain of mother loss. That pain can be intensified at times in our own relationship with our children. Whether it is the struggle of figuring out how to mother when you didn't have one, or figuring out how to mother without your mother's guidance, the relationship with our children can highlight our own grief at times. But we can keep doing the work to heal and to find strength in God's love. We will not do it perfectly every day, but the important thing is to keep doing the work and showing up. And never forget that you do not have to navigate these struggles alone. The Motherless Daughters Ministry wants to provide resources, tools, and support groups to help you in your own mother loss and motherhood journey. If you'd like more information about our offerings or Joshua Straub's work, check out the links in our show notes or visit motherlessdaughtersministry.com.
Thank you for joining us here at Motherless Daughters Ministry. If you need more nurturing words, we encourage you to have a listen to other episodes of this podcast. Don't forget to hit the subscribe or follow button so you can join us again next time.